Well, hello, and welcome to our world. Welcome to another episode of Cut the Card Lunch and Learn series. And guess what, folks? I have internet.
We
I am
do.
back. I have power, at least temporarily. We're still under this rolling power. So we're trying this to see how it's going to work. But yeah, it's great to be back live. I know that the world has been trying to stifle me, Joanna. Put me on generator power, no internet. Man,
Yeah, we've been trying to get a hold of you, Cedric, and it's good to see you again. Good to know that
yes,
you're
I
good.
exist. I exist. I'm here. So every Wednesday at noon Central Time, a new Cut the Cord Lunch and Learn series will release, and we want to make sure that we provide some exciting information for you every time we come online. So, welcome to today's episode of Cut the Cord. Now, you may ask, well, what is Cut the Cord? Cut the Cord is a 15 to 30-minute training that's going to be on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And it's going to help elevate your mind. It's going to help you set new goals. It's going to help take you to a whole nother level, get you outside your comfort zone. It's going to help you start saying things like, I'm already good enough, Joanna. I earned this, Joanna. I am smart enough to do this. I am because I am. It's going to give you what I call the it factor. That means you got to visualize it, pray about it, plan it, work it, live it, and just don't give up on doing it. So today, Wednesday, February 17th, we are going to be talking about the 25-50-25 principle of change. So I'm excited to be here with you today. So how are you doing, Joanna?
I'm doing great. I am doing great, and I am happy to be here with you today. I know that, I was planning to come on all by myself, and so I'm super happy that you're here with me, Cedric.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited. I'm glad to be here as well. I see you got the memo. It's Black Wednesday.
Yes, I did.
Awesome. Although I forgot the earrings, but it's all right.
You didn't get your golden earrings. Come on.
John Maxwell wrote a book about the difference between tension and conflict, and why it was necessary for leaders to know the difference. In short, tension it can be healthy and temporary disagreement within a team that helps produce a positive outcome, right? It can make things better when it's addressed well, when you know how to handle it. Conflict, on the other hand, is unhealthy and potentially a permanent disagreement that produces negative outcomes and must be removed. That's really the difference between tension and conflict, right? Leading through tension isn't fun because getting our teams through those moments it requires you to challenge people. It requires you to push back. It requires you to give them that little nudge. Every now and then, Joanna, we have to have some tension to go to a whole nother level, right?
That's right.
Right. So we have to challenge their thinking, their attitude, and their emotions. And the state of Texas has been challenging. We're in conflict, really, because they've been challenging me around this power. Right now, I'm blessed that I have a whole house generator, but some people don't have it, and they've been out without power since Monday. That is just crazy. But let me get back to what we're talking about, folks. We're talking about the difference between tension and conflict. See, I got a little crazy there.
Come on, Cedric. I know you've been very affected with your situation, so let's focus.
Right. So, but we have to challenge their thinking, their attitude, and their emotional responses, not in an aggressive manner, but in a kind of confidence that can communicate clearly. Right. Tension can be utilized to spur creativity, to encourage outside the box thinking and actions, and stir good team out of the threat of a lethargic state. Okay. Tension is a natural occurrence that is never good, that is neither good or bad until a leader's response to the tension. And then this is important right here. See, tension is a natural occurrence that is neither good nor bad until a leader's response to that tension pushes it into one direction or the other. You got
That
that?
is awesome. Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, that's really good. And Cedric, one of the shifts that John Maxwell talks about, he writes about actually in his book Leadership, it's about the relational shift, right? And so it's when you go from pleasing people to challenging people, right? And I think that right there, it's one of the most important lessons that we need to learn in leadership. And it's probably one of the most difficult ones too, right? Especially for people who have a pleasing personality and they're always looking to be liked. And I'm one of those. And that has been one of the, when I first started my first leadership roles, I remember that was one of my most challenging things, right? To have that, to have that, that attitude that's needed to be an effective leader, right? And I
Right.
learned early in life that people, people like me and I develop relational connections with them very easily, which is a great thing. But I also learned that in order to be an effective leader, I needed to challenge people and I needed to challenge the status quo.
Right.
And when you challenge people to get out of their comfort zone, that brings a lot of challenge because people doesn't they don't want to they don't it's uncomfortable. People don't want to get out of that comfort zone. And
Right. Now, let
so
me say this before you go on. Coach Ed is listening in, and he just asked me a question. He goes, "Hey, Cedric, are we having?" He said, "Welcome back." He says, "Are there any Black Wednesday sales?" And let me tell you what, folks. Yes, we are. We are going to be having we're going to call it Black Wednesday sale, but it's going to happen on Monday of next week. So make sure you tune in on Monday, February 22nd, because we're going to be having a sale on Monday, February 22nd. You can call it Black Wednesday if you want to, Coach Edward Garden, but it's going to happen on Monday. All right. So make sure you tune in at, let me see, 7 a.m. Central Time Monday, again at noon Central Time on Monday, and again at 6 p.m. Central Time on Monday. So you got 3 opportunities. And guess what, folks? We're also going to be having that sale in Spanish. So if you are el español,
habla español, sí,
yes, tell
claro.
them about it, Joanna. We're going to be having a sale, right?
Yes, absolutely. Vamos a tener una venta especial. That's right.
Then tell them the time.
Sí, el lunes, it's Monday, right, Cedric?
Monday.
Monday, el próximo lunes tendremos una venta especial. Estaremos en vivo será a las 7 de la mañana, hora del este de los Estados Unidos. Bueno, 8 de la mañana, hora del este, y 7 de la mañana, hora del centro. Y también a la 1 de la tarde y a las 7 de la noche, hora del este. Así que estén pendientes que tendremos una venta especial el lunes que viene, que sería, what's next Monday's date, Cedric?
February 22nd.
El próximo lunes 22 de febrero. Así que estén pendientes, no se pierdan esta venta especial.
Yes, and make sure you let them. So, hey, folks, I just said what she just said. Okay, you just didn't hear my voice. All right, now, okay, this is going to be a pre-SETI birthday because my birthday is February 23rd, Tuesday. So we're going to have a blowout sale coming up next week. So make sure you let them know that's a pre-SETI birthday sale.
Sí, bueno, la venta que vamos a tener el lunes es una venta con anticipación al cumpleaños de Cedric. Cedric cumpleaños el 23 y que sería el martes. Entonces la venta especial va a ser con motivo de la celebración de cumpleaños de Cedric. Así que no se lo pierdan el próximo lunes 22 de febrero. Así que estén pendientes.
Yeah, now you said Cedric. It's SETI. Come on.
Gosh. Now you're not going to make me do the whole speech again.
No, just kidding. Okay, so we are talking about the 50, 25, 25, 50, 25 principle of change here, folks. You see, what I just did is I made her get outside of her comfort zone. You see, Coach Ed, thank you very much for your help for reminding me so we can talk about this sale that we're going to be having. And make sure you guys tell your friends about this sale that we're going to be having. And woo, I'm going to tell you what, you're going to want to be in on this sale. So just stay tuned for Monday, February 22nd. So, look, Johanna, let's go back to what you were talking about.
Let's refocus. Let's get out of the sale mode.
See, folks, she got outside her comfort zone. She don't know what to do now. She's like, oh.
I'm good. Listen, I'm already used to this by now. I think I've been working with you long enough, so I'm getting used to this.
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, I was talking about before Cedrick started selling and announcing the sale, the exciting sale for next month.
I'm a sales guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm going to forgive you. And I'm going to forgive you because it's your birthday next week, too. So.
Yes.
All right, cool. So I was talking about, when you first become a leader, right, that one of the things that it's very challenging is that you want to please everybody. And some leaders, they have a very hard time with that, right? Because they assume that because people follow you, because people like you, they will actually look at you as an effective leader. So, and the truth is that you can never make everyone happy, and wanting to do that, it's just, it sets you up for fail, right? Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. When tension builds, good leaders always challenge people to rise to the occasion and to become their best to achieve more. And so that it's the one thing that we want to make sure and you practice, because a lot of people, Cedrick, I think they have a difficult time with that, right? Wanting to please everybody and wanting to have, just to be nice with everybody. And no, in order for you to be an effective leader, you have to challenge people. You have to challenge the status quo, and you have to do what Cedrick just did right now with me, right? Get them out of their comfort zone.
Yes. Yeah. See, folks, if her skin tone was a little bit lighter, you'd see that she's like red right now.
No, I don't get red.
Some people, Johanna, accept the challenge and they help the team win, right? Others don't, though. They just seem to get stuck. And so how can you as a leader learn to manage people through this process? And that's really what the question is. See, you can use this 25, 50, 25 principle of change. And it's a great principle, and you should use it, try it out, and then implement it. And I guarantee you it's going to help you in times of tension versus times of conflict. All right. See, I learned about this many years ago at a leadership roundtable, and I really never forgot it, and I really like it. See, it's become one of the most powerful and helpful principles of leading through tension and change that I've ever encountered. And here's how it goes. See, whenever you cast vision and challenge people to cut through tension and achieve something greater, they will tend to fall into three primary groups, Johanna. And here are these. And I saw this actually even when I was when I was working in corporate with Abbott. I saw this. You could see this with people. Typically, you got 25% of the people will support you. They're going to go right away. Yes, early adopters, right? 50% of the people will remain uncommitted and uncertain. They may say the words they're committed, but in their mind,
they're not.
They're really not, right? And you can see it in their facial expressions, their body language, and their actions, right? And then the other 25% of people will resist. No, we've been doing it this way for so long, we can't change this now. Why do we want to do this? They'll say things like, why did corporate come up with this decision? Why did corporate do this? Why did corporate do it? That's those 25% of those resistors, right? Mm-hmm. Your job as a leader is to get the people that's in that 50% group to join the 25% group that are already all in, right? So then you would end up with 75% of the people all in and ready to go. So here's some tips to help you navigate that. You got to understand that 25% the 25% who resist are not going to change. They're just naturally resistors to change until they see it work, right? The greatest leaders in the world couldn't change their mind, right? So you just have to accept that and know that that's okay. I just want you to know good leaders embrace tension, great leaders harness it. I'm going to say that again. Good leaders embrace tension, great leaders harness it.
I love that. That's right on, Cedric. Another thing to important thing to mention here is that we need to understand that you can make that 25% happy, and trying to appease them only encourage them to continue resisting. Now, don't give that bottom 25% a platform or credibility, because doing so doesn't give you credibility as much as it gives them the opportunity to undermine you. See, and that's really important. Also, create opportunities for the middle 50% to spend time with that top 25%. You see, attitudes are contagious, and so you might as well have the middle 50% expose them to those that are with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And ask the 25% who support you, so who support your efforts, to influence the 50% of the people that are not with you, right? See,
Right.
having others bang the drums for you always help. And so, give credibility and platform to the 25% who are supportive, because they will help you. They will help you, help the organization to move forward where you want them to go.
Absolutely. Yeah. And let me share this one piece of advice with you, right? Never forget that getting people through the tension to something greater is your goal. You got to never forget that. It's not about the tension, it's about getting them through the tension to something that's greater. That's what your goal is. See, some leaders become egocentric in moments of tension and challenge. As a leader, it's not about what you want, it's about what's best for the organization. You got to always keep that in mind, keep that in front of you, keep that in front of the people as well. See, chasing after your own agenda is how leaders escalate tension into conflict.
Yeah, because people do know, they notice that, and they can see the difference, right? They can
Right.
see when
Absolutely.
you're doing it for your own benefit, or rather than for the organization. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a
And
great
this is you're absolutely right. And this is why when we say when you cast vision, then you have to tell them, keep reminding people of what the vision is.
point.
Keep
Mhm.
reminding them what the vision is. Because if not, when there's gaps in your communication, people fill in what they want to fill in there, right? And it
Mhm.
may not be good for the mission, right? See, successfully navigating a time of tension is possible if the leaders are willing to challenge their people. The good news is that leaders who value their people and add value to them daily build up reservoirs or reserves, really, of good that you can draw on during those moments of tension, right? The trust that you've built will not only allow your people to more easily follow you, it will allow you to more easily choose to courageously challenge them to chase after what's better for the organization. And see, that's what good leadership is about. That's what great leaders do. Now, today I want to leave you with 3 questions to ponder on. All right, 3 questions I want you to think about. As a leader, do you know the difference between conflict and tension? If you don't, just let us know, and we can help you with that. Do you know the difference between conflict and tension? Right. The second question I want you to ponder on as a leader is where in your organization are you confusing the two, meaning confusing conflict and tension? All right. And the third question is, what is one thing you can do tomorrow to help bridge? I'm sorry, not bridge the gap, but bring some clarity on that issue for your people. Where can you, as the leader, bring clarity in the organization for your people between tension and conflict? You never want to confuse the two.
That's great. I love those questions. So write them down. And if you need help with them, send us an email. And you know that we're here for you. We're here to add value to you and your team. And so I think those were some really great questions, Cedric. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. I see Principal Gordon is having some fun there. He's laughing. Not sure why he's laughing, but thank you so much for tuning in today for another show, Cut the Cord. We really appreciate you. And as I mentioned just now, you know, our goal is to add value to you and your team and to help you go to higher levels. See, we want to hear from you. So tell us how we're doing and how we can better serve
Hey,
you.
Alicia, I see you out there.
Yeah,
Welcome to the show.
Alicia's
Glad
there.
you were able to tune in for Cut the Cord today.
Awesome. That's great. So let us know, what is your team struggling with? Maybe is it communication? Is it teamwork? Or maybe collaboration, creativity? Let us know. Send us an email. I see that Cedric already copied both of our emails in the comments. So send us a message with the subject line, Cut the Cord, and let us know what you need help with, and we'll be happy to serve you. Cedric?
Absolutely. Hello, Barbara Littles. Thanks for tuning in. We see you out there as well. And see Kendrick jumped in as well, Joanna. And hey, Kendrick, thank you for adding value to us, brother, for by tuning in. That's how you adding value to us. And we just hope that we can provide some value to you with something that we say, some encouraging word that we may provide. You know, I try. Joanna does it every time she shows up, you know, and I just try to add a little bit myself.
I try to, Cedric. I try to follow your lead here, Cedric.
That's what it is. Okay. All right. So, folks, I am so excited to be here with you today. You know, I didn't have power most of the week. Well, I was on generator power actually most of the week, but the internet in the city was out. So even though we had the router on, there was no signal coming to it. So the state of Texas was trying to keep me down, but it can't hold a good man down for long. And
I know you were suffering there with no internet and no.
Yes, I couldn't get out to the people. The world needs to see and hear. Seriously, folks. Hey, on Monday, remember, tune in on Monday because we're going to call it the Edward Garden Black Wednesday sale, but it's really going to be the pre-Cedric birthday sale. It's coming up on Monday. We got some great announcements, some great stuff coming on Monday at 7 a.m. Central Time, at noon Central Time, and at 6 p.m. Central Time. And for our El Espanol group, what time are we doing it for them Monday?
Sí, para las personas en español, vamos a tener una transmisión a las 8 de la mañana, hora del este de los Estados Unidos, y a la 1 de la tarde, hora del este de los Estados Unidos, y otra vez a las 7 de la noche. Así que no se lo pierdan. Es una venta especial con motivo del cumpleaños de Cedi. Not Cedric, but Cedi.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Folks. See, whatever she just said, I just said it. Y'all just didn't hear me talking. See, I'm
going to have so much fun on Monday.
So we're looking forward to sharing with you guys on Monday. So make sure you come back on Monday and see our live. It's going to be very, very short, but we're going to have a good sale for you. We're going to have something for you to join the charge and get involved in and all that type of stuff. We're taking the world to a whole nother place. This is a part of what we call that Grind 365 series. That's just the first part of it, folks. We got a lot planned, but come back on Monday and oh man, it's going to be some good stuff. Thank you guys. Kendrick says steady in Spanish for Cedric.
No, Kendrick, I'm trying to translate.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys are funny. So our email addresses are in the comments. So you can always email us if you have a topic or something you want us to talk about or address or whatever. We're excited to do that. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, and bye-bye. Bye, Joanna.
Bye, Cedric.